It's Tuesday, the 12th of May. Just had to quickly check in my mind hole what month it was. Tuesday, the 12th of May, 2020. And that could mean one thing. Well, it means a few things, but it certainly means that it's also time for today's The Quiz! With me, it's your host, Edward C. Lewis. And yes, it does look a little bit like I'm wearing the same jumper as I wore yesterday, but what are you going to do about it? I can wear whatever I want, whenever I want to. This is my life, and baby, it's now or never. And we ain't going to live forever. That's a quote from the great John Bon Jovi. And I think it's a wonderful way to start today's quiz off with quotes from our favourite 80s rock stars. Such as, girls, girls, girls. Or, what else did they say? What other profound things did the 80s rockers say?
I couldn't hear much because my ears were always, a matter of being rinsed out by the sound.
Noises. Yeah, some of the classics. But no, I did mention as well, and I think I want to give this a little bit of a shout out ahead of time, that it is also International Nurses Day today. And of course, I'm a little bit biased and bring up these sorts of things, and I think there's an international day every single day, and maybe we should do that. Maybe this should be a new thing. I found out what the international day is, and I say, it's the 12th of Tuesday, the 12th of it, and that means it's International Carrot Day. Everyone get your carrots. I think that might be quite fun. But no, on a serious note, it is International Nurses Day. I'm a little bit biased, of course, because Berit Rockstar, who I think might be in the chat, is of course a nurse. I know that we're all going outside and applauding a lot, especially in the UK at the moment at 8 p.m. every Thursday, to say thank you for all the hard work that's going on. But that hard work goes on all year round from healthcare professionals all over the world. They're in there every single day, regardless of whether there's a pandemic or not. And so, yeah, a massive shout out to all the healthcare workers that are still working now, have always worked, always will work, if you know what I mean by that. But thank you for everything. And yeah. Oh, Berit Rockstar is here. So that's extra good points as well. Welcome, Berit, and thanks for everything. Right. So, all that serious stuff aside, how is everybody doing? Sticks242 says, didn't John Bon Jovi say, marriage is an institution and I'm too young for an institution? Perhaps, Sticks242. Big Fun Art says, we're not going to take it. There are some 80s rock quotes for you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Commander Benkai, we want to get high, we want to get loaded. Another great, very profound, prophetic quotes from the 80s rockers. I've always wondered why it's called a jumper, says Silky Nerd. That's a good question. Any ideas, WNL?
A jumper. No, to be honest, it must be English because as an American, I was brought up with sweaters. Jumpers, though, were they the one-piece sweater, as it were, as opposed to a cardigan? You English over here, everybody has. There's 17 different things with 25,000 different names. It's sort of like Eskimos with snow.
Oh, that's good. Alien has said. Sorry, I did. Did you say Eskimos again? Inuits. We've got to remember.
I said Eskimos again.
We've got to remember this, WNL. We're modern men, you and I. We've got to remember this. Alien says, I have got one. I want to learn French. I see you got the quote wrong. Like all those French girls, but I'm so damn in love that it just makes it work. That's how it works. Now that's a song. That's a quote from a Vignette song. And it's actually, I want to learn French to impress those French girls, but I'm just so damn in love that it just makes things worse. It's how things work. That's the actual lyric. But thanks, Alien, for joining in. Of course, I would never ignore your comments. You English over here, an odd juxtaposition. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. You English over here. You did move over here, so you do have to kind of...
Only 40-odd years ago. Yeah, very odd.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah. Edelweiss says, what do you get if you cross a sheep with a bouncy ball?
A woolly
A
jumper.
woolly jumper. It's a good one. You can write that down. You can have that one for your dad joke diary, which I know that you've got. You wake up every
It
morning.
was already there, yeah.
Yeah, great stuff. Jean Bello says, nearly missed the quiz. Phew. Well, no, you haven't missed the quiz. Welcome to the quiz today. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a nice week so far. WNL, how has your week been thus far?
Thus far, very good. Yesterday was quite eventful, actually. I mean, it wasn't a matter of breaking the stay-at-home rules so much as working away because I couldn't work here. We delivered a few things to some people who are forced to stay in, some elderly folks and things, and in fact, included a little bit of a quiz with some food items and things. Yeah.
Cool.
It was all about birds. It was one of those cryptic things where you give a cryptic clue and they have to guess the name of the bird.
That's fun.
We could try it here at some point, but it would be mostly sort of silence with people stroking their beards.
Can you give us an example?
Do
Do you think that the chatters have like a collective beard?
a moggy. Okay, get ready to stroke that beard. Yes.
Yeah.
A moggy waking up. I've given you half of it there.
A moggy waking up.
I've given you half in the clue there. Yes.
I mean,
I actually said, coming out of slumber.
okay.
A cat coming out of slumber.
A cat coming out of... So is it... I don't know.
It's a bird.
Yeah. Has anyone ever seen a live stream where there's just one man saying a set of words and another just going...
Osric 42, bail me out on this. Yes.
he's trying. He's
A
doing
young
his
cat.
best.
A young cat coming out of slumber.
A young cat. This is clearly too early for everybody. By the way, I'm sorry.
Are you ready? Yes, thank you, Osric 42. It's a kitty wake. Kitty wake.
It seems as if Edelweiss got it too as well. So well done, Edelweiss.
Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay. Good.
Great stuff. Phew. He nearly lost his his bird credentials, his bird loving credentials. But yeah, so what's been going on? I've got nothing really to update people on. I'm afraid. We were here yesterday talking. So, I mean, maybe we just get on with doing a quiz instead, because that's what we
have a quiz,
do every
yeah.
single day. And, why change the format that already works? Unless anybody's got any questions to either me or WNL, we would love to have your questions. Please do. Hello,
whether or not we
Ryan.
answer them, that's another matter entirely. Yes.
Well, no, I will do my very, very best to answer any questions. This is like being... It's like being at the pub, innit? This is now the equivalent of the pub. And by the way, we won't be answering any questions related to any of the lockdown stuff because guess what? We're none the wiser to. So we don't have any opinions on that. Tries to remember not to answer the questions too quickly, says Alien. That's right, Alien. Yes. I mean, while we're waiting for some questions to come in, perhaps why don't you update people on the rules as to the quiz?
We could do that. First, we can answer questions on takedowns, though. I did, wrestle in both high school and university, and so takedowns as opposed to lockdowns. Yeah,
okay.
We can handle some of those.
That's fun. Takedowns as
But in
opposed
the
to
meantime,
lockdowns. We say takedown. No, we do say lockdown.
Takedowns. But the rules for the quiz. Yes, most of you will know, of course, that basically Edward will turn off the chat stream. He won't be able to see your answers. I will. I'll take your first three answers. If we have consensus, that's your answer. If we don't have consensus, well, the first of the three will become your answer. Okay. Then I'll turn it over to Edward, see what he says, and we'll compare and see how the scores hopefully rise. Sounds like good. The bread I hear you made yesterday, Ed.
Oh, we did. I did make some bread yesterday. Thank you for that little. Yeah, I've been doing some baking. I made a lemon drizzle cake on Thursday. After walking 21 kilometers, I made lemon drizzle. That was good. The bread, however, was an interesting experiment. It kind of collapsed in the middle a little. I may have, because I was following a recipe for using a slow cooker. It's a bit odd, but it's like a almost focaccia style Italian bread. So it's really tasty. Like all the herbs and the kind of oiliness of it was really, really nice. Yeah, Revian made some focaccia. Yeah, it was, but yes, it was a little bit of a failed experiment because it's kind of collapsed. However, I have a new recipe that Barrett shared with me that I'm going to try again. But yeah, the lemon drizzle cake was genuinely quite good. A little moist on the middle again as well. Remember that I'm not using any binding agents like egg because I make everything vegan, and so it's kind of oil based, and those can be a little denser in the middle, so I'm told. But I'm still determined to perfect it. Maybe use a little bit more raising agent in there to make up for it. But I will keep everybody up to date on my cake antics.
We need smell-o-vision so we can actually have the aroma.
So good. You know. I think I nailed the lemon tanginess just right. Zookeeper's Girl says, "Hey everyone, I'm just enjoying seeing people today." So Enchanted Jinx says, "Greetings from down under, fellas." Well, Enchanted Jinx, yesterday we did a quiz all about Australia, and everyone, did they get 9 out of 10 or 8?
I think it was 9. No, you're right. 8. Was it 8-4? No, 7-4.
7-4. So maybe we would have got the full 100% if you were there. But yes, welcome and thank you for joining today. Zookeeper's Girl, hello. Who else have we got as well? Cosmogrog's here too. Yeah, I mean, I'm late to the party saying this, but it does appear that all of the best ones are here and it is ready. Yeah. And I think it's time. I must watch the video if it's up. There's some good questions. We managed to avoid any of the kind of, what would you call them, stereotyping type things as well. I thought it was quite good. Bread machines have certainly earned their money. I do feel a bit like a cliche by baking at the moment, because everyone's doing it. It's like a new skill everyone's picking up and getting flour, and people obsessively bought flour at first and stuff. You can now get flour pretty easily in most places, but I do feel a bit like a cliche doing it. And I'm tempted to say, yeah, but I was thinking about doing it before anyway. Like, before all this stuff happened, I was gonna make bread anyway. But that wouldn't be true. I'm just a cliche. I've been playing a lot of guitar. I've been learning how to make, like, edit and make movies and stuff as well. So I've been doing a lot of cliche learning new skills whilst being locked down. You
should make a film of yourself baking a bread in the shape of a guitar. You can combine. Yeah.
I that's a good point. And then I could play a bread guitar and then eat at the same time if I'm hungry. You just like take a little break halfway through and just. No Stairway to Heaven. Don't worry. I learnt that song when I first started playing the guitar, and that was 17 years ago now, so I learnt that song a long time ago. I wish I was that productive during quarantine. Everyone's just being very kind and just say, don't feel judged. It's a nice way of talking. It was a quality quiz yesterday. That joke was on yesterday's Sixter. Don't use breast machines, it's easy to make your own workout. Yeah. I'm readying my side hustle somewhat. I've been doing that for many a year. Giant brioche breads in a bread machine. It would mushroom up at the top. It was so delicious. Yeah, that's kind of what's happened. It was too soft on top. Anyway, I feel like we should definitely start the quiz at this point. But
are you ready?
My brother-in-law just got himself the high detail £750 Lego Millennium Falcon. Oh, that would be good fun right now. I've been trying to find a good jigsaw puzzle. So if anybody wants to suggest a jigsaw puzzle to me in the chat, that would be really cool, because I keep looking on Google. I'll spend a good 10 minutes going Amazon, not sure about that one. I can't seem to find a jigsaw puzzle that I want to put the effort in to press that extra buy button, you know. So if you've got any suggestions. Too soft on top means not baked long enough. Yeah, and I also think it was going. We don't need to talk about bread anymore. Let's talk, in fact, about today's quiz, which we, by the way, don't know what the subject is today.
You have no idea, and I wasn't too sure until late last night. But I'm gonna, over the next 2 days, revisit 2 different categories that we've already done. Okay, one is the animal world, and one is, I'm calling it unbelievable facts, but it's actually whether you believe what I say because it's true or false. Now, that one's pretty tough. I'm going to save that tomorrow. I'm going to ease you in today with the animal world, if that's okay.
That sounds great, and I'm very excited for it. I'm just loving the fact that how supportive people actually are in the chat. Like, people really want to talk about it. They look too badly made. tap the bread on the bottom. It should sound hollow. Just so many good tips. I love people. You're all so good. You are all the best ones. Edward's baking now videos now expected. Maybe one day. Yeah, hi Jester D, good to see you. How about this jigsaw? And I don't know what it's about. It's a cardboard educational from Edelweiss. I mean, I don't know if I trust this link, but I'll click it anyway.
Jigsaw.
It's a micro mini white hell jigsaw puzzle, and it's just white, and that's all it is. Just
I was going to suggest, that Terry Titchmarsh used to do them, and he had one that was just black. Again, yeah.
I'm not. I don't think I can. I need something that's inspiring visually. Barrett says, I'll let you know my cooking show one day when I get famous. Thank you very much, Barrett. Yeah, I'll of course help produce that as well. Right, let's do a quiz. Goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna close. But the thing is, a baking show from me, you would see it'd be warts and all. You'd see all the mistakes. You would just see me just clambering about, using things incorrectly. It would probably be like a professional baker or somebody who's actually good, like even an amateur baker's nightmare is what it would be. All right, good luck, and I will see you at the other end of the quiz. Goodbye.
Okay, here we go. Like we said, it's all about the animal world today.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you've turned off the chat stream. You can't
see as much as I don't want to, because I've really been enjoying the conversation.
Oh, it's pretty good. Oh, yeah. Just a few minutes ago, Honey Thief actually said, "Is a clothesline a takedown?"
Right.
We talked about takedowns versus lockdowns.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I mean, it is a takedown. It's putting your arm out and just hitting the person. But that's mostly in American football and entirely illegal. Taking them down, the runner down that way with just using your arm across their throat.
Well, it happens in WWE wrestling in the.
Well. Yeah. We're talking about amateur Greco-Roman real wrestling as opposed to stuff.
Hey.
I know it's real. But it's choreographed.
Yeah, it's choreographed.
I have friends who did it. Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, in a real match, if you held your arm out there like that, and you said, run into my arm, you'd be down and pinned before things got underway. Yeah.
And also you'd be disqualified. But the only reason I say that is because I remember the Louis Theroux documentary with wrestling, and he goes around saying, well, it's not real, is it? And they all go, get in the ring with me right now and I'll show you if it's real or not. And they throw him around. He's like, okay, I get it. I get what you're saying here. And they're like, it's very physical. It's very real. And these men and women are just broken because of years of throwing each other around in these ways. But yeah, you're right. I understand what you mean in terms of like the traditional Greco-Roman freestyle wrestling rather than the one that's used for entertainment and choreographed purposes. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Also, recorded, he was talking about a full, again, in real wrestling.
Too interesting.
In real wrestling, in amateur wrestling, you can't have a full Nelson. That would hurt the neck too much. So it's illegal move.
I still think that
you can't throw someone from a standing position. You have to drop to one knee first. All sorts.
I remember I used to wrestle with you a little bit just for fun, just like the Greco-Roman stuff, and it is astonishing to me, and I bet you are still incredibly strong in that way because your grip. And it must have just been years of doing it that meant that your muscles just fought like in a certain way. Because I couldn't move. I would just be like, a young man, and I'd be like pushed to the floor and like unable to move at all. And you think this guy you were in your sort of 50s at the time, but like, which I suppose is young these days.
That's right. No, in high school and university, we used to have sort of doweling or whatever, with a heavy weight attached to it on a very long piece of rope, and we used to have to just like that and take it up and then undo it, and just with a heavy weight on it all the time, and just do that for about 10 minutes.
Strong.
It did make your grip a little bit better. Yeah.
Do you think that you could still wrestle now? Your knee would break, right? But
I'm quite confident that if I'm within arm's length of someone, that I can defend myself because I can sort of take him down and stay in close. If someone's got a gun and 10 feet away, I'm in trouble.
Okay.
That's what
Question number 1. I'm so sorry. We're very talkative. I am just having a nice time. Okay, go on. Question number 1.
Here we go. It's all about the animal world.
Yeah.
I'd like to know which bird lays the largest egg in relationship to its size. Okay? Is it the ostrich, the kiwi, or the robin? Which bird lays the largest egg in relation to its own size? Is it the ostrich, the kiwi, or the robin? I have their answer.
I'm going to guess robin.
As did some of the chat stream, but the others outruled, and they went eventually for the kiwi, and it is the kiwi.
It is the kiwi, is it? I was going to be my second choice. I knew that the ostrich was the sort of the obvious answer to not go for.
To not go for. Yeah. It's the largest egg, but in relationship to its size, it's also the largest bird. So yeah. Okay, it's 1-0. The chatters are ahead. Question number 2. Okay, if cows moo and lions roar, what do turkeys do? If cows moo and lions roar, what do turkeys do?
Hey everybody, and welcome to Animal Sounds. It's the new CBBC programme all about what sounds animals make. Moo, woof, 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 meow. Is this what we're doing now? Is this it? Is this our level? I believe that they gobble.
They gobble. Yeah. The waddle goes wild, and they gobble.
Is this the special episode that we're going to introduce my niece and nephew to?
It's possibly. We could.
Secretly
yes.
Deep down, I've always thought I'd make a good children's TV presenter.
Well, hey, there's time.
There is time, isn't there? Maybe this is it. Maybe I've just discovered my real dream is to be a children's TV presenter.
A children's TV presenter.
I deep down would like to be a TV presenter.
You know, I don't want to sound cynical here, but having taught for 35 years, I don't want to be a children's anything. Yes.
Oh, you like being a grandparent, though, right?
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. There is that.
They're great fun.
Spoil them rotten and give them back.
That's it. That's the best thing about being the uncle and the grandparent rather than the parent is that you can just have the fun bits. And then you go, okay, no. They're becoming a problem now. Now we don't wish to speak to them. Now we can go away to our own separate area.
Yeah, wind them up, fill them full of E numbers.
I just got to go and do some work in my private room, and then I'm just sitting there on my Nintendo Switch just playing. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Question number 3. The score is 2 points to 1. Question number 3. Simple 50-50. Bactrian or dromedary? Which type of camel has 2 humps?
Ooh.
Bactrian or dromedary? Which type of camel has 2 humps? Again, these are coming out of our head. There's no recourse to any different online service. I have their answer.
What? I don't even know what that means. Dromedary.
Dromedary. You made the wrong choice. It's a Bactrian camel.
Oh no! I genuinely thought I knew that.
And there were a bit of both in the chat stream, but
oh no, of course, yeah. The dromedary one's the hump in the middle, just the one, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
And again, remind me, what's the hump made out of? What does it store?
Fat.
It stores fat. Yes, yeah. not water.
So I don't get any points for that one.
No points. Question number 3. A Suffolk punch. Okay, a Suffolk punch. Is it a cow, a pig, or a horse?
Is it a cow, a pig, or something that people do?
A cow, a pig, or a horse? Suffolk punch.
Ipswich Town Football Club. The Suffolk punch. It's like I don't know. It's like the Chelsea smile. I'm going to stop doing this now. Sorry. What's the question? I think
a Suffolk punch. Yeah. Is it a cow, a pig, or a horse? It's all about the animal world today.
Yeah.
I have their answers, so I'm ready for yours.
Why? This is a hard one. This week, you've dealt me a hard one. Cow, a pig, or a
horse?
Horse.
Yes, it is a horse. Well done. Okay, yeah. A prince among horses. Beautiful. Yeah, and from Suffolk, or named down there. Yeah, Suffolk punch.
Nice.
You're right. It sounds like some sort of a elaborate drink made of various different elixirs put together. Lots of ice. There's fruit floating in it.
I'd quite like that.
Anyway,
now.
Maybe that's just I'm thirsty. Okay, question number 5. It's 4 points to 2. Question number 5. I'd like to know which male animals can sometimes be seen in velvet.
George Costanza.
Which male animals can sometimes be seen about. I actually wore a velvet suit to I think it was my high school prom, either the prom or homecoming or something like that. Yeah.
Did you really?
It was dark purple.
Tell me you've got some pictures
and
of
I had double-breasted trousers. That
double-breasted trousers.
They buttoned up. It made it very difficult if nature called.
Double-breasted trousers in velvet.
3 buttons down here, 3 buttons down here. Yeah.
Stop. This is too much information. Describe the rest of the jacket, please, for me. Don't stop there. Keep going.
I think the shirt underneath was a bit frilly and pink.
No, it wasn't. To
go with the purple.
This is delicious. How did I not know this before? Have you got any pictures of this?
I hope not. Yeah.
Oh, I really hope so. Right, I'm going to message Helen.
My favorite color actually was brown. So for the most part, I had a nice brown suit as well.
Your favorite color was brown.
My favorite color in high school was
brown. WNL, old Brown Walter. That's what they used to call you, Brown Walter. Did you have big long hair and a big beard at that time too? I'm trying to get the full picture.
I had hair down to my shoulders. I used to play rugby in a headband to keep it out of my eyes.
Yes, you did. Not wearing the purple suit, though.
Wristband and all sorts, without a watch on it, just a wristband. Yes.
Not wearing the purple suit, though, right?
No. I wasn't.
But my question is, I have a lot of questions, but the main thing is that we need to find photographic evidence of this.
I do have pictures of me with the long hair,
I'm texting Helen right now.
She won't know where they are.
She'll do some investigating. Hello, we need pictures of Walter. I'll call you later. All right. Okay. Next question, please. Did I get that right?
Okay. Hey, by the way, do we have your answer? I have theirs. Which male animals can sometimes be seen in velvet?
I don't know what you're talking about. Which male animal can sometimes be seen in velvet?
In velvet. They're said to be in velvet at a certain time of the year.
Oh, I don't know. That's annoying, isn't it? Dogs?
Dogs.
I don't know.
If dogs had antlers, the answer would be yes. But no, it's deer. Deer. They're seen in velvet. It's when, they have that soft covering that, eventually comes off. It is very velvety. Yeah.
That's cute.
For the young antlers.
Oh, rest in peace to, oh no, I've forgotten his name. Stiller. The guy who played George Costanza's dad, Frank Costanza.
Oh.
He died. He passed away yesterday, unfortunately. Not COVID related.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But yeah, no, we watched an episode of Seinfeld in his honour yesterday, because he's also George's dad as well as King of Queen's dad, if you remember that team. Anyway, yes, sorry, rest in peace,
look him up.
Mr. Stiller. I can't remember his first name, and I feel terrible for that.
I've been rewatching some Seinfeld as well. Is it on More 4 something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's all on there. It's good. Yeah. It's good.
Okay, here we go. Question number 6. Ornithology. The study of which particular animal?
Don't give me this. Don't stop saying questions that I don't know the answer to.
Ornithology. The study of which particular animal? I have their answer.
It's not birds, is it? It's birds.
It is birds, yes. Yeah. Well done.
But you just keep going on about birds, and so I'm just a bit like, can't possibly
I like birds. Yeah. Okay, sticking around with the whole idea, we'll start off the next question with a little bird and then move away. If ducks quack and frogs croak, what do elephants do?
Oh.
And I'm going to ask you to think of a musical instrument.
Yeah,
if ducks quack and frogs croak, what do elephants do?
I would have got that without the instrument thing added in.
Well, I have their answer. What's yours?
They do a rip-roaring guitar solo, don't they? Imagine if an animal sounded like a guitar solo when it sang.
I'm sure there are cockatiels. Probably there's some birds that could do a mean resemblance.
Yeah, you're right.
A
trumpet.
A trumpet, yes. Elephant's trumpet. Okay.
And the wonderful thing about the trumpet is that they tie it. I mean, I only know this from cartoons, like Dumbo, but they actually tie a little knot in there and make little trumpet shapes. That's how they make the sound.
You say you got that factual information from
From
Dumbo.
mainly from Dumbo, yeah.
Mainly from Dumbo. Okay. Right. I think I would leave it with Dumbo. But anyway, here we go. Question number 8. Number 8. Simple 50-50. Listen very carefully. Are baby tortoises born with or without shells?
Oh God, cute little.
Are baby tortoises born with or without shells? We always call them tortoises over in America, but over here, I've been corrected a few times. People said tortoises. Tortoise.
Oh, so you're going for a tortoise rather than a tortoise.
I'm going halfway down the middle.
I think I said tortoise.
Whichever way. The baby tortoise, is it born with or without shells?
I don't know the difference between a tortoise and a turtle.
I have their answer.
I think that they have shells. I think they're born with shells.
They are, yes.
It's a fundamental part of their being.
It's wonderful. The chat stream were going with, without. But luckily they got in the right rhythm early enough, and they got the answer correct as well. Okay. So yes, they're born with the shells. And why not?
I think that's amazing, isn't it? Nature's just insane.
It is. Question number 9. Again, a simple 50-50, but this one is a true or false question. A harbinger of tomorrow's quiz. Here's your statement. If you agree with it, write down the entire word true. If you disagree, the entire word false. Here's your statement. The giraffe can actually go longer than a camel without water. Is that true or false? The giraffe can actually go longer than a camel without water.
The wording of that is interesting because
True or false?
Actually, as if we all assumed that the camel can go that long without water.
I have their answer. What's yours?
False.
False. It is absolutely true. They can. Yeah. The giraffe,
Have I got 2 this round?
You've got 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 9-5. Talking about the
you can't
80s films or whatever. Yes, yeah. And quotations. Okay. Question number 10, last one in today's quiz. There's no chance of catching up, but you can get back to your average here. And they're beating theirs today. Quite good.
Well done, everybody.
This last one's a little bit tough, too. And again, we want no referencing, no reading the entirety of Shakespeare in response to this before you give your answer. Just go with your gut.
So
I'd like to know.
I'm just doing my washing. I'm folding up my washing for some reason. I just got distracted by my own washing here on the side. Sorry. Carry on.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sorry,
I know how much you value my.
No, I
okay,
do. I'm so sorry.
You do. That's another song, but a lot earlier. Okay, question number 10. The witch's brew in Macbeth. Okay, it included eye of newt and toe of frog. What part of dog was included?
See, those first 2, I knew them. This one, I don't know.
You've got some choices here. I've got some choices.
Oh, you've got some choices. Great.
Yeah, the witch's brew in Macbeth included eye of newt and toe of frog. What part of dog was included? Was it tooth, tongue, or tail?
Ooh.
I have their answer. Tooth, tongue, or tail?
Tail.
Tail. The chatter said tail as well. It's tongue.
It's the tongue.
Tongue of dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Well, it's a disgusting brew that they're making, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Eye of newt. Yeah. So what was the second one? Is the eye of newt?
Eye of newt, toe of frog.
Toe of frog. A toe.
Toe of frog.
Does a frog have a toe? Yeah, I suppose they do. Web's toes, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, no, I won't go there. But National Lampoon magazine. I remember back in the 1970s, they used to do. Well, they actually had T-shirts that had little insignias. Instead of Izod Lacoste and the alligator, they had a little frog in a cart who'd had its legs removed for people who liked frogs' legs.
Oh God!
They were typical Animal House,
right? Okay.
Supposedly sold as satire.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I think I get it. Okay. Well done, everybody. Is that have we returned to normality? Have we finished?
We've returned to normality. It's 9 points to 5. We have a resounding winner in the chatter.
They nearly got perfection. Got perfection. Congratulations, everybody. Yeah, but I mean, welcome back. Hi, Edelweiss. Welcome. I truly do feel welcomed back. Yeah. with people are joining in. It's great. Love it. Thank you. I love the fact that everyone's here. You're all great. You almost say that you're the best ones. So, WNL, Walter, Neil, Lewis, did you have a nice... By the way, one thing I want to say. Oh, my sister joined in today. That's great. On the day that I do absolutely appallingly, you're there to watch. That's fantastic. The main takeaway from this quiz, though, is the news that WNL once wore a purple velvet suit with a pink frilly shirt to his, what was it, to your prom?
No, I didn't wear it. I think to the prom I had the boring brown suit on. Yeah. I mean, the prom was a strange affair because, I went to it with a man dressed as a woman.
That's okay. But maybe not in the 1960s. It'd be slightly different.
It was the 70s, thank you.
It was the 70s. You're not that old.
No. You see, because my girlfriend at the time went to a rival high school, and she would not have been accepted at my prom or homecoming. It could have been homecoming because it's when the local sports team comes home and reestablishes it. Anyway, whatever. All that sort of stuff they used to do. And to cut a long story short, my friend, Chuck Ray, he was president of the social house. I was president of the legal house of the student, the student council, and he dressed up in a wig and everything like that. And it's
great
because we didn't have dates, so we went together.
I love it. I know I can. By the way, it's hearing stories like this that make me realize exactly where I came from. Do you know what I mean?
He was a state quality wrestler. I think maybe third or fourth in the state.
Yeah. I just think it's amusing to me that you were doing that sort of stuff back in the 70s and you didn't care, and people probably looked and laughed at you and thought you were nerds and stuff. And I think that's so great. I can imagine it, and you guys just didn't care, and you were like, "Nah, we're gonna go do this because it's funny." And I think that's it's wonderful. It's very American, but it's pretty excellent. It's excellent stuff. Yes, people would love to see the evidence, as would I. I'm going to see if I can track down some photographs of you, and we'll have a nice little... at some point, we'll have a... what do you call it? Those things that nobody enjoys ever, where you're like, hey, have a look at my photos. It's like, no
session of humiliation, yes.
A session of humiliation. There you go. That's the words I was looking for. Do you still have the suit now, or is that gone? Because I can probably fit into that thing.
I've got 3 or 4 suits, but no. Yeah, you're right. That one's well and truly gone.
Yeah. Okay, that's a shame. Osric said he wore a full-length silver satin skirt to his last day of school because the head of sixth form said he would rather I wore a skirt than a pair of short jeans. Nice. I like that. That's
good.
Anarchic. He wasn't happy, clearly. With the photos being black and white, though.
No, I won't ask you how old you think I am, but no. They're sepia tinted. Yes.
Edelweiss says, "Did you never go out in drag when at uni?" I never went out in drag at uni, but I did do a presentation in dressed as a woman once. Can't remember why. Probably just liked it. Right. Anyway, so
one of the great difficulties I had when I first came here was getting used to the idea of the English pantomime, and it is something incredibly English. And I went to a pantomime when I first came here, and to see the principal boy was a girl and the dame was a man.
Yeah,
and it just I thought
it's an interesting one because
it was quite strange.
Yeah, it's an interesting one these days. Yeah, it's an interesting one because these days I'm not really sure. I don't really know the history behind the pantomime or why it was done in that way, and if it was done with good intentions or not. Do you know what I mean? It's probably a discussion that's much bigger than this, and probably not for right now. But yes, everyone can dress however they want, whenever they want, and be whoever they want. People are wonderful and lovely, and they should all just be themselves. So that's why you can go on dates with men dressed as women. That's okay. So before we move on, should we do another one of these tomorrow?
I think we should, yes.
I think we should too. He's behind you. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, no,
yes.
it isn't. Yeah, for anybody who's not from the UK and doesn't know what a pantomime is, that exchange that just happened there in the chat is probably lost on a few people. If you don't know what it is, Google pantomime. It is a very strange tradition. It is good fun, though, even still. It still is good fun. You go there and all the kids seem to enjoy themselves. Lots of shouting, lots of interaction with the audience. And, you know, if anybody knows me, I'm a sucker for interaction with audiences. Right, so we'll do another one of these tomorrow. What's the quiz going to be on tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow, as I said, tomorrow is going to be on unbelievable facts. If you believe it, you're going to write down true. If you don't believe it, it's going to be a false.
Okay, great. That's the entire word or just half of the word? Or
The entire word. We'll have the entire word. And yeah. So tomorrow's going to be pretty tough or very easy if you can guess correctly.
Okay, I'm going to go with tough. I think I'm going to go with tough. All right, have a lovely day, everybody. And remember, we're going to the thanks for watching screen now. And we're going to use the same as yesterday's, which was from the Honey Thief. The Honey Thief made this for us, which is a lovely ending screen. If anybody has an idea for an ending screen, please do send them my way, whether that's on Twitter, twitter.com/EdwardClewis, or whether that's on a DM on here, or find me on Facebook, or whatever you want to do. Just find me, send over whatever you've got. We've had some absolutely amazing contributions. I'm trying to find the mouse. There it is. I've got multiple mice. We have this one, which is from the Honey Thief, but also as well, we've been previously using this one from Jack Little, this lovely ending screen as well, animated and just a lot of effort. So I'm going to be working out a way to, well, I say working out, well, as soon as I've got some time to do so, actually making a montage of all of them so we can cycle through all of them, the efforts that people have put in so far. But thank you so much. So please do send over any ideas that you've got. But today's is from the Honey Thief. So thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you same time again tomorrow around about midday, same place right here. And yeah, have a good evening. Bye bye. Bye bye.